Hello, welcome to Chapter 2, which, as promised, shall be more thrilling than the last. In this chapter, we will talk about scary stuff, phishing, social engineering, and malware. First off, phishing. This is when you get an email, text message, phone call, pretty much anything that is trying to get you to take an action, and it's fake. Originally, a lot of these would ask you to click a link. Go here, your password's expiring. Click on this, your bank details are out of date. Please confirm that you've spent all this money. And they would make it very urgent and try to get you to click through. Those still exist, but they've also gotten a lot smarter knowing that people are trained not to fall for those things. So now sometimes they will actually try to get you to respond initially and not ask you to take any action. So then they can gain a little bit of trust and then ask you to take that action. So here are some examples of phishing. Uh, Old ones, new ones, they're all the same. Here are vendor banking instructions for a payment that was supposed to go out. Hurry, hurry. This one is, we've not received this from you, so I'm assuming you've overlooked it. We're going to charge you a lot of money if you don't do something. Hey, we've double charged you. Here's your reference code. Reference codes always make things look more legit. And, oh, something's expiring for your bank account. You need to take action. All of these are completely fake, and especially with AI writing these now, they are going to be far more realistic and far fewer errors. So simply looking for errors in the email, spelling mistakes, all that, no longer cut it. What to do? So is everything a lie? Yes. Not trying to make you cynical, but if you start with that mindset that online or other digital communication is a lie, as opposed to assuming it is the truth, you'll be in much better shape. Start by slowing down, thinking everything is trying to get you to go fast so you don't have time to think about how strange it is. If it was a signature email saying, hey, go sign this document, were you expecting that? Can you call the person who purportedly sent it to you? Is it your bank? Well, great. Log into your banking app on your phone or on your computer, or call them via the number off your bill or something that you know is a good number. See if they really sent you something. I promise they will tell you if there is a real issue. Anything else is a lie. If it's from someone at work, usually your CEO or some other high-ranking official, and it's a random, unexpected text message when you never text with this person, it's a scam. They looked up the person off LinkedIn and saw who else worked at the company and just started sending them all messages. Unknown numbers that are just trying to strike up conversations, oftentimes scams. If it's the police or the FBI or anyone else, it's not. So let's go through a practical example of how to avoid all these scams. Let's say you're the type of person who assumes everything is true, and maybe you're just really busy and you're not thinking straight. The bad guy says, hey, I'm the bank. Did you spend a whole bunch of money at an obsolete retailer? And you'd go, oh, no, I didn't. Help me. They'd say, sure, no problem. We can fix it. Just confirm your account number. It's always confirm. It's not like, hey, give me your account number. That sounds a little weird. Oh, just confirm. And you're in a hurry and you're worried and you're doing something else. And so you give it to them. That's bad. The best way to avoid it is just ask somebody. When someone says, hey, did you spend $200 at Toys R Us? Instead of immediately responding to them, or even if you have, just say, you know what? That's weird. Let me Google that. If you Google the words out of the email, like I am the bank, did you spend money at Toys R Us, and the word scam, it will just come up with all the results of how that's probably a scam. And then you just stop responding. Or if you're worried that it really is the bank, you call your bank, look it up in the app, all those other things so that you can find out if that's a legit message. And they will not want you to do that, especially if you're on the phone with them or have other kind of real-time communication. They are trying so hard to get you to go fast and not think. Next is social engineering. Social engineering is when they try to use information about you to make you believe that they are who they say they are. So, given that many of us have tons and tons of data online, and even if you don't really get online or you don't have a Facebook profile or Instagram or anything else, they still know tons about you. If you have LinkedIn, if you own property, there are property tax records that are public. Anything that you want to find out about somebody, if you were ever in the news, they can look up your newspaper from 20 years ago in the archives. They can find out stuff about you. So just because they know your birthday or your friends or what kind of music you like or what restaurant you went to last night does not mean they know you. Just remember, emails are fake. Caller ID can be faked. With AI, the voices can be faked. And even the videos can be faked. Um, Other than that, nothing to worry about. On to malware. This is viruses, other programs you don't want on your computer. These used to be the thing that we would train people on the most. Don't click on things, don't go to random websites. It's still true, of course, but it's much less of a threat. Um, the way you get malware a lot these days, assuming that you're careful, is you get it from perfectly safe websites. They often get infected with drive-by downloads and other type of automatically installing stuff via the advertisements that are on them. And so I've seen people infected from going to a reasonably well-known news website, many other shopping websites, all sorts of things. And so the only way to keep yourself safe when it could be any website, including known good ones, is to keep your computer as updated as possible. When Chrome tells you that it needs to update, let it update. When your computer says it has an update, I know it's already done it 4 times this week, just reboot it. It is the only way to make sure your computer is not vulnerable to things that will infect you without any action on your part. So I always tell people, remember the 13 E's. If you take the message that you received, the email, the SMS, and you tell someone else and they go, yee, not so sure, then you should double check via another method. That is how to slow down and keep yourself safe. In Chapter 3 of this security training, we will have the most thrilling episode of all. And don't worry, that is not a lie despite previous slides.